Today I'm going to show you how to do this Gargantos mixed media piece from Doctor Strange. This was originally just going to be a galaxy painting, however I overworked the colors and I didn't really end up liking the results, so I just decided I was going to make something else out of it. And this is what came to mind because of the new movie from Doctor Strange that was recently released. So I just thought, okay, let me do a Gargantos on top of my galaxy painting. Like always, I have my Arte liquid glass. I have Starlight blue, Fennel flowers, Love Struck, French silk, Amsterdam white, tropical splash, shadow moon, and this one here is a glow in the dark mixture. All these colors are listed in the description box below. And then I also have my beautiful glitter, which I'm going to be adding in some of the black areas. And these awesome glass micro pearls in different colors that are called galaxy stars. This is what I originally wanted to create, but the type of medium that I'm using dries up super fast, so I can't really use a blow dryer to move the colors because the heat will just make this pouring medium dry up. So I really haven't found a way yet to get the results that I want by using this pouring medium. I really like the pouring medium because it makes the color art mica powders really stand out. The colors are luscious. It's a clear pouring medium. It dries up absolutely clear, so it's an amazing product, and I really like it because of that, because I haven't been able to find another pouring medium that dries up completely clear. So I really like that about this pouring medium because I can see the layers underneath, but it dries up really fast. So I'm still working on this technique, but for future galaxy pours, I think for now resin is probably the best way to go. Initially I started using a straw to blow around the colors, then I wasn't being very successful, so I started using a blow dryer, but the pouring medium started to dry faster, so then I went back to my straw, and then I just blew too much on my colors, and my colors just started mixing way too much. I added too much color, didn't have enough black background space, so I wasn't really thrilled with the end results. I sprinkled some glitter in the black areas to just make it look like if it had stars. Then I sprinkled some of the Galaxy Stars micro pearls. After the piece dried, I added a layer of this Epodex Resin. This is a 2 to 1 part resin.
So I mixed 2 parts resin with 1 part hardener. I torched the resin, let it dry, and then I proceeded to add some mixed media elements to create a Gargantos. I used a Posca pen to just draw an outline of the Gargantos that I was, I just had a picture of it. So I just kind of drew what I saw on that picture. And whenever I made mistakes, I just used some alcohol to wipe off the areas that had the mistakes. Then I went in with some hot glue to outline just over the areas where I had drawn my outline. I used some of my DIY molding paste to fill in the areas inside my outline. Now I'm using Amsterdam white paint and some Prizm board paints in Golden Poppy, Poinsettia, and Baltic Amber to color in my eye, and I'm going to use some other colors later on to color the rest of the body of this Gargantos. So I ended up using Big Apple for the eyes because the other one was not as red as I wanted it to be. Now I'm using Fandango, Wintergreen, and Sassy Sprite. They're all Prizm board paints, and that's what I'm going to use to color my body, along with some black artist lock paint. It didn't turn out perfect because, like I said, I'm not good at drawing, but my daughter really liked it, so that's all that matters to me. My initial idea was to create a nebula on the lower part of the painting to kind of cover those lower tentacles. However, this idea didn't really work out as I thought it would, and so I'm going to do something else later. But while I was recording this, I got a very nice surprise from my daughter for Mother's Day, so I decided to leave it.
Hello? Is that your dad? I think. Oh, no, it's Megan.
Hi, Megan. What is that?
Happy Mother's
I was like, where'd you go?
Where you at?
Wait, hold on. I need to turn this off. Hold on.
We got this on camera, bro.
I have to take this off because you know I can't grab it. It's gonna have resin. I got 2 flowers now. That's a big face. That's a big face. I don't make mistakes. Oh, jello. We need to eat it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that raw piece of video of me and my daughters while painting in real life. And now let's get back to the painting. So this is how the painting looks so far. Since my first nebula attempt didn't work out, I decided to do something a little bit different. I decided to do a layer of resin on top of a silicone mat that I would then peel off and put over the tentacles. And these are the colors that I used. Purple Sapphire, it's a resin art color from Color Art. It's a pigment from Color Art. I'm also using Shooting Star and Interference Violet. Shooting Star is an amazing, very sparkly type of powder. The Interference, you can see how it looks clear, but when the resin is tilted, it has that beautiful violet color. I decided to add a little bit more of that purple sapphire into my resin. It's a very beautiful purple, and I just, I didn't know if this was gonna work out. This whole thing is an experiment. It's the first time I've done something like this. I'm not good at painting by hand. I don't know if this nebula thing is gonna work out. This is all an experiment, and you'll see in the end that it's not perfect, but it was for my daughter. She liked it, and so that's all that matters, I guess. In the end, the colors kind of blended a little bit too much, so I couldn't really see the difference between the colors that I used. It just kind of all blended into one big purple color. While this layer of resin is still tacky, I'm going to peel it off from my silicone mat, and then I'm going to place it over my other painting. I am not sure if this was the right move or if I should have just left the piece alone without adding this nebula piece on top, but I wasn't really happy also with the lower tentacle parts of my piece, so that's why I decided to cover it somewhat. Like I said, this piece was nowhere near perfect, but I wanted to try something new. I wanted to push my limits a little bit, and push myself out of my comfort zone, do something that I hadn't done in the past. And you know, this is what turned out. So I'm happy with it overall.